John Howell here. I'm so excited because you're about to learn the most powerful trading technique on the planet to help you start to put the odds on your side. But before we get into the training, after this video has finished, make sure you click on the very first link in the description below because I'm running a flash sale right now, a full complete trading course, and the trading course is valued at $995. But I'm running a $7 flash sale to the complete Grab the Markets by the Bulls trading course. So let's get straight into the training. Don't place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video because there is no guarantees of making a profit in the market. It takes you a long time to become a good trader. So this video here is just to educate you to become a much better trader. Okay, traders, so one of the things I want to talk about in this video here is one of the most powerful but overlooked things that most traders don't get. And that is when trading a market, call it we're trading the daily chart, okay? It's so important to keep an eye on that higher time frame. Because if that higher time frame, call it the weekly chart, if we're trading the daily chart, if that weekly chart is in a particular trend, then that daily chart, whatever's happening on that daily chart, we've got to make sure that we're trading with that weekly chart. Now, what I mean by that is this, okay? Let me bring this up through here, okay? I'm going to do this here. If we have on the weekly chart, if we have lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and then the market rallies through here, okay? So what's happening through here? We had what? Lower high, lower high, lower high, and this could be what? This could be some sort of lower high again, right? Now this is the weekly chart. Remember, this is the weekly chart, and the lower high could be what? And then the market rolls back over again. Makes sense, right? So this is the weekly chart, and it's so important to keep an eye on that weekly chart because if you're going against that weekly chart, then these rallies could be or may be very, very short-lived. Makes sense? So let's just say, for example, I'm going to zoom in on this bit through here. Now, what is that bit through there? We'll have a higher low, higher low. That's what that looks like through there. This is on the daily chart over here. With me so far? So that's the daily chart. This is the weekly chart. But if we're making higher lows, but the weekly chart is still making lower highs overall, then this could be very, very short-lived, and we could start to do this again. Makes sense? So it's so important to keep an eye on that weekly chart to see where is that weekly trend. If we've got a very strong weekly trend, but that daily chart's giving us some sort of a short-term upward movement, that could be very, very, very short-lived. Makes sense? Because now we're looking at the bigger time frame, and it's so important that I personally like trading with this tide. Makes sense? Because if I can get a really good entry signal and it's going with this weekly trend, then it's much more powerful. Let me give you a real life example of the SIL and the SILJ. It doesn't really matter, just use any of them. But look what's been happening here on the SIL and the SILJ, right? What's been happening, we've been starting to sell off quite hard, haven't we? Let me just delete everything off the screen here. So what's been happening over this last, say, 6 months, right? Last 6 months, we had a higher low, but see how it was, yes, we did have some nice movement for a few months, didn't we? Maybe for a 6 month upwards, but why have we started to roll back over and started to sell off quite strongly? Why did it take, what's that there? 1, 2, 3 months to rise, and it took 1, 2 months to basically completely almost retrace the last sort of 3, 4 months to rise, and now we're selling off quite strongly. Why are we selling off quite strongly? What was the defining factor there? Well, if we go look at this weekly chart, what is this weekly chart doing? What is it doing? And let's actually do this thing through here, right? We had a what? We had a lower high, lower high, lower high, lower high, a lower high. The market ran down, didn't it? Came back up and a lower high. So we're still creating a lower high through here, aren't we? So if you're looking at this on your chart and you're trading the markets, this doesn't matter what market you're looking at. And if the market was rallying, if we go back to our daily charts now and we squeeze our daily charts up, around here, you'll be saying, you know what, we could be creating some sort of lower high here and that weekly chart could be kicking back in and we could be creating, as you can see, right, significant lower highs all the way down. Makes sense? So this is one of the most powerful things you can do, one of the most powerful trading techniques you can apply to your trading to start making sure that if you are trading bullish through here, that you know that it may be very short-lived. Now, it may not be, right? It may turn around and start to do this, right? And start an upward trend. That we don't know, but if you are trading, say, bullish through here, then you keep in mind that that weekly trend is very down right now, and that could be coming in right now real soon. Make sense? So that's what you want to be looking at there. Always keep an eye on that higher time frame, because that higher time frame, just like we're seeing right here, right, and just like the SILJ as well too, right? Look at this here. High, lower high, lower high. Look at this here. Drop down. Let me do this thing through here. Right? I drop down. lower high, lower high, lower high, a drop down, a rally back up, and now look what happened. Now we're dropping back down again, aren't we? What was, look, that's the weekly chart, right? So weekly chart is still overall down. What was happening on the daily chart? So that was the lower high here, wasn't it? What was happening on the daily chart? Oh, we started to get a little bit of upward movement. Notice how it was very short-lived, and now we're almost back down the previous lows. Makes sense? And now what did it start to do? Started to create a low, started to create a lower low through here. They started to create a lower high through here, and now we're back down to selling. The selling is much stronger because it's with that what? It's with that weekly overall trend. And as you can see, right, these major points through here is basically what the weekly chart is saying. Lower high through here, and then major lower high through here, rolling down, so on and so forth, right? If I go to that weekly chart, you'll be able to see what I'm looking at through there. There you go through there. Makes sense? So I hope you enjoyed today's training. I hope you enjoyed the training that we walked through there. As you can see, right, using these very, very simple but powerful trading techniques can really, really, really help you. Now, as I said at the start of the video, I'm running a massive flash sale to my Grab the Markets by the Boys trading course, normally at $9.95. And the discount is just $7. So click on that link description, click on that link in the description below or the button below, click on that there, and it's just for $7 only. I'm running this as a special discount, as a special flash sale. So make sure that go do that right now. Now in the trading course, what you're gonna get the top deadly mistakes, the 10K per month plan, the charting boundaries, the powerful chart reading method, and also the powerful reversal method. These are 3 powerful chart reading techniques, just like you've learned today, but amazing, amazing. You're going to get also 2 powerful trading systems, the ultimate trading system, plus the blast off trading system. You're also going to get my #1 trading indicator, the Millionaire Trader money management principles, the mind frame of a successful trader, and the final steps. But as I said before, I'm running this as a special, as a flash sale, and it's ending real soon. So make sure you click on the button below right now. Go over this page here that you're looking at right now. Get all the details and get access to this just for $7 only. Click on the button below right now and grab this because it is ending soon.